What is the cost of lies? It's not that we'll mistake them for the truth. The real danger is that if we hear enough lies, then we no longer recognize the truth at all.
Why would I have anything to say to you? All you do is lie.
What else is left but to abandon even the hope of truth and content ourselves instead with stories?
It's the role of good journalism to take on powerful abuses. And when powerful abuses are taken on, there is always a back reaction.
Take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans, right. You're saying that's not gain of function?
That is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially.
When you report fake news, which CNN does a lot, you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
About is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. Okay?
Welcome back, you bumperclot. Yeah, that's right. It's time for the roadman thing all the way from London. Yes, it's time for Notting Hill Carnival. And have a great time. Vomited several times in several places, man. That's how we do. We smoke a big blunt. We drink. We vomit. We go for a wander around. We grab some random ladies. It's a Notting Hill Carnival. It's awesome, blood. Roadman thing. You get me, fam? That's about the extent of my roadman accent. You can roast me. You can roast me in the chat. Yes, welcome back. It is Monday. I'm feeling a bit rough, bros. I think I got a bit of diversity. I think my internal organs are diversifying themselves, which of course is a great thing, right? London at the moment is in the grip of the greatest diversity festival in the world, known as the Notting Hill Carnival. It's great. I just love. I mean, there's so many things to love about the Notting Hill Carnival, right? From the massive amounts of diversity, the random drug use, the police, everyone having to board up their shops and houses, everything closing. The sort of random people on drugs wandering around. It's just awesome, right? It's like living in the Caribbean, except even more so than usual. It's like if you turned the London Haiti experience up to 11 million. Oh, it's fantastic. I'm just so happy to live, in a city with such incredible diversity, right? Look, you just look at the video. There's hardly any white people there at all. It's reached maximum diversity, basically, right? So it's the last day today. As far as I know, nobody has died this year. I mean, a bit of a shame. They're letting the side down, right? Brap brap. Nobody even died at Notting Hill Carnival, man. Can you even call it a carnival without a few deaths, blood? I don't know if that's really how these people speak. I just make it up. I just make it up. Bros, I tried asking some of these people, if they could share their patois with me, and someone threatened to stab me. So, I was just like, oh, well, I guess, I'll just make it up from the comfort of my own home. The cops have been quite on it. Still sucks for anyone who lives in the general area. And by the general area, it's a huge fucking area, right? It's not just Notting Hill itself. All of the surrounds get to experience the diversity, the shutting down of the railway stations, the sounds of helicopters day and night. It's just lovely. But a small price to pay for what is the biggest diversity festival in the world. Wonderful, really, right? Awesome. It's not my thing, bros. It's not my thing, and not just because I'm white and I don't like what is what is the kind of music there? Afro beats. Look at me being those black kids with their Afro beats. So I don't like it. Yeah, well, fuck you, blood fam. Don't care if you don't like it. We're taking the city back. One block party at a time. Fucking yeah. So that's our first story. I hope you're all doing well. Our second story of the night is oh yes. So the UK flag wars are continuing, bros, in what may be a lead up to civil conflict. People have been putting up flags and painting stuff. Truly a strike against the system, bros. Although it does kind of seem that the quote unquote online right, the Chud Waffen, does seem to be winning. Farage basically came out a couple of days ago and was like, yeah, we're doing mass deportations now. I mean, of illegal immigrants, obviously, right? Anyone who has been here for, more than 5 years, obviously is here legally, right? So, I mean, this is going to be the classic reform thing. It turns out that Rupert Lowe was proven correct with his decision not to found another political party, but to form a pressure group, because slowly reform is being forced to adopt the position of Lowe and his other online right chuds. Of course, I have absolutely no confidence that Farage will actually do any of the shit that he is saying, but he is saying it, which means that when he inevitably doesn't do it, everyone can be like really pissed off for another like 5 years until somebody else says that they're going to do it, and then they get voted in and they don't do anything, right? It's circle of life, really. Beautiful in its way. Meanwhile, on the ground in the UK, things continue to just get worse. Shockingly. It's really funny. I was talking to the wife today, and she's like, "Oh, we should go to like the movies. This new movie theater just opened." I'm like, something opened in London. That's not like a vape shop or like someone opened something in. Are you kidding? No, apparently, right? So small green shoots of growth are poking through before being mercilessly burned down, presumably. I don't know. And our final story of the night, I've been keeping this one in my back pocket for a while, actually, in honor of the Notting Hill Festival and Diversity Week. We will talk about the horrible distortion of history, where most people in Scotland believe that Scotland was founded by whites. Of course, this is not true. Scotland, like everything else in the world, was founded by black Kangz. And there has indeed been the return of the ancient black Kangdom to Scotland, who wandered around Glasgow hassling people and then, started camping out in the woods, declaring himself to be the Black Kang. He was later evicted and his camp was burned down, which just goes to show you that being a Black Kang and trying to take back what is rightfully yours, Scotland, in the name of Africa, which part, shut up, doesn't matter, is a difficult job, and we will be exploring this injustice, in the name of diversity. Of course, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Right, on Rumble. Livia Drusilla, good to see you, Livia. Seti Sapiente, Wyatt's Torch, Total Blackout Painting, good to see you, mate. Captain Crisps, Mikey Bikey, Yes the Eunuch. I'll be on Discord and Dragons tonight with Aiden, and who else is on tonight? Yes. Let's see. Anybody else? GDL Science and News. Good to see you, mate. And I think that's everyone on Rumble. On YouTube, we have Cyberchud Internal Affairs. Good to see you, Sir Chud. Robert Verlinden, Elor Author 1776, Streaky Bacon, Mercy Choke, Sunny Jim, Ashley Styles. Anybody else? The Shade Master. Good to see you, mate. Anybody else? Robert Verlinden, did I already mention? My brain is, mate. I got the diversity. I got the diversity sickness. And on Odyssey, it's just all people double writing Odyssey for the views. Thank you very, very much, bros. I really appreciate that. Today's meme. We must remain whimsical to survive the horrors of this world. I stole this meme from Ardent Party, but I did it with honor because I am giving him credit. Come on, it's this cute little bunny with a spiked mace. Oh, come on, right? Awesome. Anyway, that's enough of the intro. Let's get on with the news, such that it is. If I can just find the right fucking window. Right. Oh god, I'm feeling rough, bros. Oh wait, is that the sound of a beeping I have heard? $3 from Mikey Bikey. For remaining whimsical. Oh, thank you very much, Mikey. I will endeavor to remain whimsical in the face of adversity. Just like the little bunny rabbit. Right. So we start off. It's the last day of the Notting Hill Carnival bros. Usually quite a spicy day, and the weather was quite nice, so that would increase the amount of spiciness. But it looks like things have basically gone pretty well. There's been a very, very large police presence this year. They had like checkpoints set up and all this kind of like other stuff. And as far as I'm aware, no one has died. As I was saying, right? You know, is it really Notting Hill Festival if no one gets stabbed to death? Apparently so. 140 arrested, 15 attacks on cops. I mean, this is nothing, right? I mean, they reckon like over 1 million people have like visited this thing. Okay, so to be fair, right? Like, you know, obviously, you know, everyone's like, oh, I don't like the Notting Hill Carnival, right? You know, it's too black and there's so much crime. Well, yes, that is true. You know, but it seems like this year it has, you know, basically sort of calmed down. The preparation was very, very well prepared. I feel like my brain is like is like losing charge. Anyway, so one of the very important things about the Notting Hill Carnival is to have a safe space for people who've been sexually assaulted there. Okay.
A safer space event where women and girls who might feel sort of vulnerable in Carnival, unfortunately there are incidents of sexual assaults, can go and be supported in those areas. And again, just working with the partners to make sure that we can deliver a safe, secure Carnival. We're working a lot with other agencies as well, so emergency services supported by the City of London Police and also British Transport Police, and a safe.
I mean, you know, I guess there is a need for that, right? You know, it's huge. You know, everyone on Twitter is like, oh, see, right? You know, like, I mean, you know, it is a bit of a rapey event, right? It is one of those events. Also in the lead up, the Met announced that they were going to use real-time facial recognition, and all the usual people objected very strongly. Did they object to the fundamental invasion of privacy? No! You can't use it on black people. Don't you know that to a facial recognition machine, all blacks look alike? It's like literally their argument. They're like, oh, you know, you can use it on whites, right? Like, no problem there, right? But you can't use it on our African Kangz, right? What if the AI be racist, bro, right? What if the AI be racist and, you know, someone is accidentally tagged by this system and they're black, right? You know, if they're white, doesn't matter, right? You know, obviously you can tell because it's the equalities regulator, right? And their job is not to give a shit about whites, but to expressly give a shit about anyone who is not white. Its use is intrusive and could have a chilling effect on individuals' rights. There was like some challenge, but the cops are just basically like, no, we're doing it anyway. The European Human Rights... Wait, isn't the European Court of Human Rights? Did The Guardian just misspell itself? My God. Has been given permission to intervene in a judicial review launched last month by the anti-knife campaigner Sean Thompson. Thompson, a black British man, was wrongly identified by live facial recognition as a criminal held by police, then faced demands from officers for his fingerprints. Right, but surely he didn't do nothing, right? He's a good boy, right? And so, presumably, they let him go. Data seen by the the EHRC. This is the European Human Rights Council. All of these like organizations are like the EHRC or the ECHR or the EHRC. They love to like do this, right? Shows that the number of black men triggering an alert by the technology is higher than would be expected proportionally when compared with the population of London. Okay. I'm saying nothing. Clearly, the AI be racist, bro. A letter last week from 11 anti-racist and civil liberty organizations disclosed in The Guardian urged the Met to scrap the use of the technology over concerns of racial bias and the impending legal challenge. Like, just use it on whites, right? We got no problem with that, right? Just there was that. And the cops were quite proactive this year. They basically went around and just like arrested like a shitload of people before the carnival. Found like 11 guns and 40 knives. I don't know how this is possible, right? Both guns and knives are illegal in London, And everybody knows that, if you make something illegal, it basically disappears. But it looks like this has had an effect because no one has been stabbed up this year. I mean, yet, right? It's not over yet, right? It's still the last night to go. There's still time, bros. Apparently, these arrests would act as a significant deterrent for those wanting to engage in violence and other criminality. So basically, right? Just to give you an idea of the ambience that sort of grips the entire area around Notting Hill before the diversity wave, the Nig Fest, as it were, rolls in. This is basically what it looks like. So yes, as you can see, everything is boarded up in anticipation for the incoming Negro cane, diversity cane. I don't know, right? Like pick your poison. It's great, right? Graffiti gets sprayed over everything, right? Illustrating the vibrant culture of the area. Here's a bit more. This is otherwise quite a nice area. It kind of varies a bit. And of course, here was the kickoff at about like 7 a.m. on Saturday. They get in early, bros. Apparently, it's kicked off with a ceremony sort of dedicated to the Haitian Revolution. Where they killed all the whites and put on their uniforms and then, proceeded to burn the entire country down. Fortunately, there's nothing we can learn from history.
That's what it's been about. Early morning, everyone rushing up the carnival. Look, security at the gates.
It's beautiful. So diverse. Yes, the Notting Hill Carnival begins with Jouvert, the Daybreak Parade. This was a French Creole derived mockery of Europeans by former slaves or their descendants that began in the Caribbean, who were formerly tied to the French. They covered themselves in mud and later paint. It grew up in the shadow of the Haitian uprising, when up to 75,000 French people were killed, including women and children. The festival, therefore, is a racialized event rooted in anti-European traditions. Don't worry, though, right? It was only the whites that were killed in the Haitian Revolution. Of course not. Tons and tons of blacks died. Oh, we got another super chat from Arrakeen Green Moon. Good to see you, Arrakeen. For $5, have you reached the point where people are starting to mark territory? I got a sense that you guys are just a few more steps before the cats and dogs parts kicks off. Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, we are having our own diversity. There are tales of various swans and ducks being eaten. And, cat and dog kidnappings are quite common in my area. We got no idea what happens to them, bros. Hopefully, they're just getting sold or something. Oh, now you make me sad, Hurricane. There's territory and stuff like that. You just, if you're not part of that culture, I guess you just ignore it, basically, and just, don't go places at night, pretty much, right? Like, just like everybody else in the West. A few more, a bit more like, just of the general feel. I bet everyone in the chat is gutted that they missed this, right? I mean, I personally was just like, oh, mate, I want to be there so much. It's, like, what do they say? It's not for you. It's true. It's not for me.
Carnival started already, people, as you can see. The atmosphere is phenomenal, amazing.
Man, I tell you, right, this shit hits different when it's like a place that right? Like when it's actually like a place that you go to. It's not like you're just like watching some city that you've never been to be subsumed in this way. It really hits different. You're like, oh yeah, I know that place, right? I mean, I just don't get this, man, right? Like, are they all high? Is it the no drugs thing? Is this why I just don't understand it? I don't know, right? I mean, everyone keeps telling me it's a, vibrant celebration of diversity and a very, very important part of London's cultural landscape. So I guess it must be true. Oh, miss me with that gay shit, man. Now, the problem with the checkpoints is it looks like they just disabled them or just stopped manning them. I don't know. Here's a guy. He's just like walking between them. Now that is some proper security, right? And nobody's gonna get in with a knife, But I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, it's such a huge area that they're trying to block off, right? Like, we were walking around sort of like on Sunday nearby, just trying to skirt the entire area, right? And you just look down, and it's just, I don't know how many police they drafted in for this thing, but it must have been thousands, right? Like, just, right? Like the COVID protests, right? But just like, for an entire like chunk of London, right? It's gay. See, JDL Science and News, right? He knows what I'm talking about. Another London local in the chat. The cops were definitely sort of like doing more, apparently, like random stops and searches. They were taking people's Galaxy gas. Oh, terrible. Imagining spending like, well, I don't know. Does anyone know like what a bottle of Galaxy gas goes for? I keep seeing like empty Galaxy gas bottles like all around my hood. I mean, I guess it's better than heroin needles and crack pipes, but it still takes up a lot more space. Enjoy.
I told you that.
Captain Crisps, what the fuck is galaxy? What the fuck is galaxy gas? Well, Crisps, you clearly do not live in the center of diversity that is London. They're like these big ass like nitrous canisters, right? They're like they've got flavors in them. They're for making flavored whipped cream. They just buy them by like by the pack and sit around like huffing them, right? Like because it's awesome, right? And it just brings so much to any area. Like yeah.
Whereabouts are you from? From here.
I cannot believe I'm witnessing such racism, right? Surely, right? They should have only targeted the white people in the Notting Hill Carnival, except are there like there's very very few. They're nearly approaching 100% diversity, bros, right? Like they can do it, right? They can do it. I don't know if I'm being a bit OTT, but if you look at certain shots, it does appear to be like 95, 99% diverse, right? I mean, I have seen some pictures of the non-diverse attending. It seems a bit racist, honestly, right? Like surely. Right? Like, it's not for you. You should just like let them, have their like thing. Stay away, right? Stay away. I don't know. White women accepted. I guess, right? Let's see. What else have we got? We got a bunch of stuff.
Red light on the forehead of the informant. See, I'm the only one on Gorilla. Sims is back here. I tell you, it's Carnival. Yeah. Ready to have a good time? I'm about to fill us. I know the streets will love it like
a... the last white boomer, basically, right? Why isn't she having fun? Right? Like, like sure, right? Like her entire neighborhood has just been like swarmed by this thing. They've been trying to move it to Hyde Park for ages, right? But, City Calm won't allow it, right? It's very, very important that it, be in Notting Hill. Fuck, poor lady. Why are you, like, just leave. But then again, if you leave, right, like something horrible might happen to your house while you're away, right? This is quite funny. There's a lot of this kind of like stuff going around.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now with Jet2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust. Abtranatal protected.
Now, none of these clips are from this year, right? Just to be fair, 2022, 23, and 24 were all really quite bad. I think there were like crowd crushers and stabbings, and to be fair, this year it does seem to have gone off better, just saying, right? This is from this year though. I don't understand. Is this a dendrophiliac of color? Is what I want to know, right? He should get done for molesting this tree, honestly. What did that poor tree do to deserve any of this? I think we've got another shot of this. Yeah. Okay. Look, it's probably just hard party. Holy shit! I haven't heard the term dendrophiliac since I used to yell at random people when I was a kid. Well, there you go. Now I've resurrected it. It's coming back. It's probably just not for me. If you leave your house unguarded at the Notting Hill Carnival, this is the kind of attention and care you can expect from the crowds.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. We're actually very sorry. I didn't want my property, bro.
I've been drinking, yeah?
I've been drinking, yeah. Oh, that makes it all better. The scent of urine. It's definitely something that London needs more of. Ah, bloody hell! It's just gross, mate. Right? I mean, there's no public toilets or anything. It's just this area is just highly unsuited for this kind of shit. So there you go. Notting Hill Carnival in all of its diverse glory. You feel diversified, bros? I certainly hope so. I feel much more diversified. Just watching it, right? It's part and parcel of living in such a diverse city. And I'm here for it, 110%. Right, so our next story. Nigel Farage, always 6 to 9 months behind the actual consensus on the ground, seems to have finally realized that if he does not support mass deportations, he's going to get screwed by some other party, right? Remember, you got to understand at the moment, Reform's strategy is basically to do as little as possible because they're already in the lead, right? However, that lead has started decaying because of Farage and co, well, being massive cucks, really, right? Basically, Nigel, he still believes in ruling from the center. He's a boomer, right? He's a boomer. And quite frankly, no one on the actual right of politics will be allowed anywhere near the levers of power. And there are sort of, there's a lot, like intelligence agencies and NGOs, and just like a whole infrastructure making sure that shit never ever happens. Why? Because World War II. That's why, right? Let's see. Nigel Farage had a little time off this summer. Isn't he a fucking MP? Where most other politicians would have been keen to head off for a much-needed break, he has spent most of his time working, although not of his own volition. It has been a total catastrophic disaster. I can't do fucking Farage. He says, speaking in his constituency office in Clacton-on-Sea, I've tried a couple of weeks off. I was called away 4 times. I was having a week on the coast in Kent. I was having a week in Cornwall. It must be nice. Yes. Blah, 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 blah. He believes that this is his do or die moment. His one shot at number 10. Well, absolutely. I mean, like, once he's in number 10 and he fucks it up completely, he's never getting back in. Britain, he says, is going downhill very, very quickly. Well, that is true, right? There needs to be a massive turnaround, and he argues he is the man to do it. I am pressing X to doubt on that, but, one of the sort of like tricks in controlling politics is to make sure that the people that get in are sort of, like people you can do business with, right? Who won't sort of gainsay any of your sort of like fundamental policies. And mass immigration is one of those policies. Mass legal immigration, you have to understand, right? We need to get rid of those 50,000 people that came across in the boats illegally. The other 800,000 people that came in legally, is, of course, we can't do anything about them, right? They did come here legally, right? And once they stepped off the plane onto the magical British soil, they became just as British as everybody else here, nay, even more British, right? Because, the plane ride and the magic dirt and all that kind of like stuff, right? So on next week, Farage will make his biggest move yet. On Tuesday, he will publish his proposal for the mass deportation of hundreds of thousands of illegal migrants. Told you, it's just going to be the illegals. To describe the plans as aggressive is an understatement. Is it though? Is it really? They include the arrest of asylum seekers on arrival, automatic detention, and forced deportation with no right of appeal to countries such as Afghanistan and Eritrea. Well, I mean, it's a step in the right direction. There are plans for deals with third countries such as Rwanda, a fallback option of sending people to British overseas territories such as Ascension Island, and new criminal offences for people who return to the UK or destroy their identity documents. Nice. The NHS, Revenue and Customs, and the DVLA, that's the driving licensing people, will be required to share data automatically so illegal immigrants can be tracked down and arrested. Every element of this plan is contentious, and it is likely to encounter huge practical, political, and legal obstacles. The aim of this legislation is mass deportations, Farage says. We have a massive crisis in Britain. It is not only posing a national security threat, but it is leading to public anger that frankly is not very far away from disorder. Well, he's right about that. There's only one way to stop people coming into Britain, and that is to detain them and to deport them, or at least say that you will. I don't have this thread on me, but I was reading a thing today. Did you know that apparently one of the reasons why a lot of this shit can't be reformed is that it's all tied up with Northern Ireland and the Good Friday Agreement, right? And because of the way they had to end the troubles, right? And because of the special status of Northern Ireland, it's bound up in all these very, very complicated treaties, which means if they change just one thing, they'll have to revoke the Good Friday Agreement, which means the IRA are going to kick off again. It's just great, right? Farage's plan begins with leaving the European Convention on Human Rights and scrapping the Human Rights Act. This, he says, is relatively straightforward. No, it isn't. It absolutely is not. What he should do is just say, notwithstanding these particular things, we will not enforce this, that, or the other. Although I think they can scrap the Human Rights Act. I think that's basically fake and gay. It's not a very difficult thing to do. He is going to find that it is a very difficult thing to do, right? This is how it works, right? You get someone from the outside, I'm gonna get in the government, I'm gonna do all these things, and then they get in the government, and the dudes in the grey suits and the briefcases come in, and they're like, Sir Nigel, I hope that you're not planning on scrapping the ECHR. We need that law. It's so very, very important. Right? And then Nigel's going to go oh, well, gee, crikey. He's not going to say crikey, he's not Australian. But, in my personal headcanon, he's going to be well, crikey. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. I better go down to the pub and, have a pint, right? The second part of Farage's plan is to introduce a British Bill of Rights. Gone will be any mention of human rights from the statute books. In its place will be terms such as liberty and freedom of expression, the freedom to do anything unless there's a law that says you can't, right? Which means, of course, they'll have to make sure there are laws for the things that you can't say. They're not just going to let people say stuff, right? People might criticize Israel. We can't have that, right? He says the opposite to that is the concept of human rights, which are state given. Britain would also derogate from the Refugee Convention. He can do that. The UN Convention Against Torture. Everyone's going to wail and be oh my God, it means you're going to start torturing people. And the Council of Europe's Anti-Trafficking Convention. Farage argues that doing so is necessary because the UK is facing a state of emergency. Now, most of these treaties have a state of emergency clause and a, a security clause, right? Where you can basically sort of abandon the treaty if you're in a state of emergency or if it's affecting national security. This, incidentally, is exactly what Germany just did, right? Weirdly enough, Germany is now ahead of the UK in terms of stopping migrant flows because their entire country is about to collapse, right? So I mean, it's fine though, bro. It's fine, right? What is the worst that can happen? I don't know. The next step is even more controversial. For months, Reform has been working on the Illegal Migration Mass Deportation Bill, which would make it illegal to come to the UK illegally. Did no one appreciate the irony of writing this line, right? It would make it illegal for people to come to the UK illegally. Okay. I would say it's already illegal. It's just they're not enforcing the laws, right? This is the big problem, right? Just writing a law down does not automatically make it enforced. You have to enforce it. They'll then be detained on surplus RAF bases and then deported. They would build detention centers capable of detaining 24,000 people. I think you're going to need more than that, mate. Prefabricated buildings with canteens and medical facilities on site. People would not be allowed to leave, and Farage believes they can be deported within 30 days. They have no right to claim asylum. They would be arrested and detained. They would be put into disused military bases. We could potentially need some prefab buildings put up. Something like that. So, don't bother me with the details, right? You know, I got people to like do that. So this is basically like Rupert Lowe's position, right? That he has finally come around to after he realizes that this is what, you know, people actually want. No. So yeah. You know, there's a lot of libs being like, oh, how do we deport people to Afghanistan? Look, the Afghanis will take them back, right? The Taliban has said they will take foreign criminals back, right? Like, you know, even Sky News, right? Like this says a lot about how the zeitgeist is shifting. Even Sky News does this article. Is it time for gunboat diplomacy to help stop the people smugglers? Shock. Basically, Sky News says, oh, well, yes, but no, we can't. So there you go. You saved yourself reading the whole article. Yes, we should, but we can't. It's too complicated, right? So Sabiente, Highland Fool has his 60th birthday this week. Well, happy birthday, Highland Fool. God, 60, you're a proper boomer, aren't you? Mate, join the boomer club. Happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a good one, dude. Let's see, what else have we got here? Of course, the asylum seekers, the poor asylum seekers in the hotels are very, very scared to leave. BBC did an interview with this chap from Tanzania, which is not at war. So the probable reason why he came to the UK is because he's gay. Because the Africans, they are not keen on the gay, right? Oh, we got a super chat. $5 from MK. Thanks for the show. Oh, thank you very much, MK. I really, really appreciate that, mate. I'll spend it on fucking Pepto-Bismol or something, right? Excuse me. So the Home Office is still working to close the hotels. John, not his real name. Does this guy even exist, right? I mean, this is the BBC. They could have just like easily made this shit up. We are here for peace and to establish normal lives. Don't care. Right? Like, you know, everybody gave a shit about this before the entire country went to hell, right? You are coming at the tail end of the generosity period. No one gives a fuck, right? He's apparently been in a hotel since 2022. Fuck, dude. My God. Waiting for, you know, his asylum claim to be like seen. Dude. Fucking, you know, we are not your enemy. Yeah, but you got to understand, right? Things are tough in the UK, right? Shit is tight for the locals, right? And the more people like yourself turn up, right, and want, like, you know, a share of the country, the more people get pissed off, mate. There's nothing personal about you. You have just come at a bad time, bro. Have you considered, I don't know, finding like another country that loves the gay? I don't know, right? I don't know. He doesn't like his hotel. Apparently the staff don't treat him well, and his room is dirty and damp. Well, you know, sucks to be you, mate. I don't know. The protests. This is some other woman from Tanzania. Did they get 2 people from Tanzania to do this article? That's 2 people from Tanzania. I bet they're like a couple or something like that, right? And they're just like, you know, who do we know that we can like do this article on, right? It's in East Sussex. It's very, very cramped. It doesn't like the food. Sometimes I feel invisible, like my life is on pause. Yeah, that must suck ass. People are protesting because they have been given false information. You don't fucking know that. You don't fucking know that, right? Like, so BBC, of course, standing for the asylum seekers. Do you want to hear what the communists have to say about this? Chat, do you think that the Socialist Workers' Party is thrilled about Farage's new plans? how perceptive are you? Anti-racism. We must beat Perform UK's vile deportation plans. Refugees are welcome here. Refugee and anti-racist campaigners slam Farage's plans as cruel, unlawful, and divisive. Oh, it's unlawful. Yeah, but dude, if Reform controls the parliament, they can just make it legal, right? You know how that... I mean, they're like, oh, if the NGOs and if the Socialist Workers' Party says it isn't legal, it's not legal, bro, right? Campaigners have slammed Reform UK's racist plan to deport asylum seekers. Why is it racist, right? Like, aren't there white asylum seekers? I mean, or is it only people of color that seek asylum? Why is that, right? The far-right party's leader, Nigel Farage... Oh, Reform is far-right now, okay, right? I mean, you're really devaluing the sort of slur of far-right at this point, but, whatever. Pledge mass deportation of asylum seekers if Reform wins office. The plans entail that police would arrest refugees in small boats on arrival. Nice. Detain them in disused RAF bases, which is what the Conservatives were doing, by the way, right? Before Labor was like, oh, we can't do that, right? Oh, yeah, and the migrants burnt down a bunch of them, right? Like, they just, set fires in the bases and just demand to be, moved, right? Because, that's how they roll. And then if agreements were reached, return them to their home countries. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mohammed Asif, director of the Afghan Human Rights Foundation, don't care, told Socialist Worker, quote, claiming asylum is a fundamental right. Is it, though, right? How was this fundamental right brought about? Oh, by the UN Refugee Convention after World War II. So this fundamental right is really about 80 years old. It's not really a fundamental right, is it, right? I mean, refugees fleeing war, persecution, and violence have the legal right to seek asylum, whether they arrive in small boats, lorries, trains, or planes. No politician can deny those rights. I think you'll find, technically, Mr. Mohammed Asif, that you are supposed to claim asylum in the first safe country, not travel across 12 of them to reach the country with the best gibs. But, what would I know? What would I know? Whether Farage and his racist allies like it or not, asylum seekers are entitled to sanctuary in Britain. Well, not if they change the laws, they're fucking not, right? He blasted the proposals as not only cruel, but also unlawful, and designed to spread hate, division, and fear. I don't know, I feel like there's already quite a bit of hate, division, and fear going about. But this is basically what they say about any criticism of migration. It's just spreading hate, division, and fear. It's, hate, division, and fear, hate, division, and fear. Because we're all the same, bros, don't you know? Politicians like Farage and his far-right party are dangerous because they thrive on setting communities against each other. I mean, okay. I feel like many of those communities are just against each other, right? I don't know, the Indians and the Pakistanis, right? Are white people, white far-righters responsible for the hate between the Indians and the Pakistanis? So many questions I have for this gentleman, right? Labour's criticism of that plan is not that it is fueled by racist scapegoating, but that it won't work. Labour branded the measure as pie in the sky. Pie in the sky? What kind of pie? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Here, wait. They would also give migrants £2,500 to leave the country. Seems like a pretty sweet deal. It is a vile racist plan from a vile racist party. They do love the word vile, right? I've noticed this. They vile is just you can't say that. It's vile. Can you give me a reason critique? No, I will not give you a reason critique. It's vile. It's vile. But at the moment, it looks like Reform is going to win. And our final story of the night. No, wait. No, this is still the same story. Oh my God, I'm running late. Flag wars are continuing. Does anyone know how much a flag like this would cost? Because, I'm kind of, when I see something like that, the first thing I think of is, did someone pay to set that up? And then I'm like, who paid to set that up? And, obviously, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, this shit has been going on all around the UK. People have been putting up flags, and other people have been trying to stop them, and they've been like, Fuck you, no. They send free flags. Okay, so who's paying for the free flags then?
Right, one of my mates has got the ladders putting them up to put the flag up. The police are trying to stop him. Hey, they're trying to wrestle us. Hey, we're wrestling with the ladders with the police. Look at them sausages in them jackets. Okay now. Wow. Hey, they're throwing digs. Hey, it's going up, that flag is going to the top of that lamppost. Okay now. Yay!
See, there's a bunch of stuff like that. There have been some rather more sort of serious incidents. One guy apparently was attacked by a firebomb by local muzzies. He's apparently all right. I'm not sure whether the police have arrested the victim, as is usually their style. I haven't heard, so perhaps he managed to control himself and not say anything racist while being attacked. Good lad. Good lad.
Move your car, bro. Move your car. Fucking petrol bombed. Move the car, bro. Put your flags up, get petrol bombed. Let's go. Just finished the night, 3 hours of flagging, and our boy has just been petrol bombed. Petrol bomb thrown at the car, smashed straight onto his head. Absolute scumbags. Absolute fucking scumbags.
So yeah, I mean, look, it's a pretty piss weak petrol bomb, right? It's made from like one of those like really tiny vodka bottles. Wait, there's a picture of it. Yeah, it's like one of those tiny vodka bottles, right? You wouldn't get that sort of bad craftsmanship in Northern Ireland. I'm telling you that much, right? The Northern Irish, right? They know how to make a proper petrol bomb. Look at that pathetic excuse. Apparently the dude's all right, and the cops haven't arrested him for being attacked while white, so that's good. This is a bit more fucking disturbing. This has been doing the rounds from Dundee. This is a bit of a he said, she said kind of situation. The two girls involved are saying that they were being hassled by this like migrant, and they were like, in fear for their safety. The migrant is saying that, the cops reviewed the CCTV camera and like let him go, and that, the girls were on crack and no. But still, this isn't good. Okay, right? When you've got like 14-year-old girls like carrying around like hatchets and knives, this isn't a good sign. Just saying.
You don't dare!
Yes, you have a knife.
You don't. Hey, I'm fucking wealthy. You're fucking bad and
Why are you fucking with us?
These are fucking kid bashers.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Get
Show
the
the knife.
fuck away from us.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Don't touch it.
That's it. That's it. Show the knife.
Don't touch my little sister.
Show the knife. That's it.
Don't fucking touch my little sister. She ain't fucking 12. We're jumping up. Where's her fucking touching me? She's fucking 12 and you just battered me, mate. Where's my fucking touching me?
Yeah, show the knife. Maracha.
Don't touch her down to me. Don't touch her. You don't dare.
Yes, you have a knife.
You don't.
Yeah, so I mean that's not a good sign. Also, I mean, kids with knives is like never good, but I don't know, mate. It's probably gonna get into trouble. But that's not a good sign, right? The girls feel like, young girls feel like that they've got to like, go around armed. Oh, Harry Hurst, I think you're new. Welcome. Always nice to see like new people. And of course, Scrump Monkey is basically saying that we've seen all of this shit before. 2021, 2024, where there were big protests, stop the invasion, stop the votes, stop the boats, and nothing happened, right? But then again, of course, Scrump is one of those people who is classic elite theorist and believes that like nothing happens if it is not dictated by the elites. I'm kind of tempted to agree with him on this one. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. Is it organic? Can you even tell from the ground? I don't know. Don't worry though. The young girl in question has been arrested. Which is good. We wouldn't want young girls going around with like knives in fear for their safety without being arrested. The migrant in question, as I said, apparently has been let go. In other news, the Home Office has said that they will appeal the decision to close the Bell Hotel in Epping, basically saying that if all the asylum hotels close down, where are they going to put all of the asylum seekers? Obviously, they can't deport them because it's the Labour Party. So that's going to be like a whole shit load of stuff. Lucy Connolly also got released as well. I might cover that later. And since I'm running a bit late, I'll move it along. Our final story of the night: the Kangz of Scotland. We was Scottish, brah. We was Scottish Kangz. African couple who claim they are part of a lost African tribe say they are facing persecution after setting up home in the Scottish woodlands. Yeah, because, right, they just kept to themselves and they, like, didn't hassle the locals. No, of course they fucking didn't, right? They were going around, like, making trouble. You know how they fucking do. The Kingdom of Kubala claims they have settled in a forest in Jedburgh to reclaim land that was stolen from their ancestors 400 years ago. Look at this crazy motherfucker.
All hail the King of the North. All hail the Messiah. All hail the Shushuma, the holy seed of David. You are the chosen one. You are the one to usher us to the promised land, here in the holy land of Scotland, the land of the ancestors, the land of King David, the land of King Solomon. Oh, Holy One of David, you have come, the Shushuma.
I must come.
Oh yeah, he's the Messiah as well. Basically, this is some weird offshoot of the black Hebrew Israelites, right? Where like the blacks are like the real Jews, and therefore like they deserve everything. Like yeah, it's pretty mental.
To bring the captives home. The time has come for black power in Kubala.
All hail.
How come, right, they get to say black power, right? But if anyone white says white power, they're like, oh my, they get to say it, right? Like, why don't we get to say it? I'm so confused, bros, right? I'm so confused. Black power. So this was their sort of incredible settlement. Their Wakanda in Scotland, the Scottish Wakanda, as you can probably imagine, it had sort of technological marvels that the West had not ever seen before, passed down probably from Yaqub himself, the greatest in tricknology, right? I mean, like skyscrapers and vibranium and all that kind of like shit, mate, right? Like,
Dasher, is that your name? So we just wanted to come and speak to you and to see what's been happening, how you feel, what you're doing here.
We are Kubala. And we are a tribe of people. Our tribe used to be in this land 400.
Can you guys even hear that? The volume is so low. I don't know why. It must be on the original. But look, there he is. He's sitting there like a, like a black potentate, with his servants. It's just like ancient Egypt, bros, right? Like you see like a pyramid there, a couple of pyramids, in fact, in the background. It was like, okay, you could hear it, right? Because fucking, mate, it's really quiet for me. I can barely hear what he's saying.
Suriname. Some also went to Brazil. Some of them went to Ghana.
this recorded history of the Blackamoors of Scotland has been hidden and is not taught to many about the existence of the tribes who used to be in the Highlands in Scotland.
Ah, God. Yeah, I bet I can tell you exactly what he's saying. We are the representatives of the lost black tribe that settled Scotland and was, dispossessed of our territory. We must be given all of Scotland. Now, as you can imagine, these guys, they just go around like hassling the locals because of course they do, right? Because, it's their land and they was Kangz and, all this fucking like bullshit. I mean, I'm not generally in favor of blasphemy laws, but like, I don't know. Surely you could just be like, could you like stop saying you're the Messiah? It's a Christian country.
I am Antigone, the true heir of Great Britain. Charles is not the king of Great Britain. Now listen to me. White people are not the native of Great Britain. Just until 1600. Elizabeth the First. You are not the native of Great Britain. For example, the Jesuits are black people. Irish people were black people. Irish people were black people. Now go and do your history of everybody. Now listen to me.
Power here. You've got no power.
We have power over.
Look at you. No power.
Look at you. In this way. In this way. In this way. Easy! The time has come for you to know your true history. Our history begins just 400 years ago. When Elizabeth I she killed unbelief.
Is the Queen of Great Britain. Nino is the King of the North. Safi. She's the first lady of this country.
I mean, to be fair, you see nut jobs like this down at Speaker's Corner. MK's like, I live in the hood and these we were the real Jews weirdos show up every other Sunday to stand in the street corner and yell at traffic. It's absurd. Yeah, man, the Hebrew Israelites are fucking like crazy. I ran into like a bunch of people from Nation of Islam down at Speaker's Corner a while back. It was really, really funny. They all like had like suits on and the like hats, and they were all just like, kill whitey, but they were very, very nice and articulate about it, So, that's fine. Apparently, like, one of the women there was actually from Texas and had like gone missing and then traveled to Scotland to live in this homeless camp with the Messiah. Great life choices, obviously. And then they got evicted. Probably because of white supremacy, or possibly breaking planning laws. An African king who claims to be the Jewish Messiah. Oh, mate, something tells me the Orthodox Jews would not be happy to hear this, right? You can imagine going up to like Netanyahu and being like, Mr. Netanyahu, I am actually the return Jewish Messiah. You must bow to me. He disappeared a couple of days later. No one knows where. Has been evicted from his camp in a Scottish wood. Kofi Ofe, a Ghanaian former opera singer, claims to be king of a lost tribe descended from the Bible's King David. Oh, amazing. The 36-year-old set up tents with his Zimbabwean wife in woodland near Jedburgh on the Scottish borders earlier this year. But the couple and female companion, Cara Taylor, have now been evicted by the local council, run by racist whites. The Kingdom of Kubala has suffered trials and tribulations at the hands of authorities, who do not understand or tolerate, said Mr. Ofe, who goes by the title King Athene. King Atahene. Atahene. But the Kingdom of Kubala cannot be destroyed, for we are helped by the Creator of the heavens and the earth. our God. Until then, no one will be able to destroy the kingdom of Kubala. There you go. No one can destroy the kingdom. Oh, it got burnt down. Probably, you know, I don't know, act of God or something.
This should be a crime scene. Imagine. This should be a crime scene. That's not his fine.
Oh, bros. No. Ardent party, unattended crack pipe. Possibly. Possibly.
This means something. Oh, she survived. Thank you. This is your prophetess, Mary Tama, the queen of the Northern Kingdom. I am standing here on this mountain we've been dwelling for the last 3-4 months, dwelling peacefully in a tent that was donated to us because we lost our homes to the British government. And we came here with nothing but a tent. Today is the 7th of August 2025. We come up here and there's firefighters here. Somebody came to tell us at the co-op that there's firefighters and there's a fire. People were even saying it in the comments on the live that we have set your tent on fire. We didn't even believe it. But lo and behold, we are here, burnt to the ground. The world, you are watching this. The world, you are watching this. We are here. We have no place to go tonight. Our home, a tent, has been burnt to the ground by the people of Jedburgh. There is a God who sees. I am telling you this. Please, I want you to listen to me, the world. I am the mother of Chaka. This country has taken my children, all of my children, into captivity for this faith they've bent this tent for. I have lost everything. Everything I had, I have lost. What I have today is my faith in my God. For what you have done here, you people of Jedburgh, for burning our tent to the ground as the world watches. The world is watching this story.
They think they're like Palestine or something. Just like, who will come and avenge the burning of our tent? This is a war crime. The burning of our tent. The government must give us millions of dollars. Please do super chat. I mean, shit. I can talk. Right, you know, I'm soliciting super chats. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, get your super chats in now, bros, because we're about to, you know, go to the cringe. But yes, there you go. You're all caught up, right? Yet another crazy fucking, I don't know, mate. They really was Kangz everywhere in the world had its own strong black Kang that was somehow cheated out of their kingdom. I mean, I don't know. Were they cheated out of it by the Jews or the whites? Or I just don't understand. Does someone who knows like the Hebrew Israelite thing, right? Is it like, you know, who exactly is their, you know, sort of target of choice? I don't know. Anyway, so yes, that's presumably we'll be hearing from these guys again, unless they get deported. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the news. I hope you have been fulfilled. Because you know what time it is. It's time for some cringe, bros. Let's have a look. Bro, that was so much cringe. You are out of social credit points. I'm taking your human rights. Well, Mr. Xi Jinping, since human rights are guaranteed by the state, whatever the state chooses to do with them is by de facto correct. Don't you know that? Gay. Let's see. What do we got here on the cringe? Oh, yeah. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. You may have been aware of the, you know, how would you feel if you know, didn't have breakfast this morning meme. This is really, really funny because they're apparently the greatest philosopher in Africa, like literally said exactly this. And this woman is basically trying to say like it's a good thing, which is hilarious.
What if I told you that for many African societies, the concept of the future doesn't exist, and that instead of time moving forwards, time actually moves backwards? This was the work of John Mbiti, one of Kenya's and Africa's greatest philosophers, and in 1969, he wrote something that completely reimagines the way we think of African time. Mbiti says time is a two-dimensional phenomenon with a long past, vibrant present, and virtually no future. Using Swahili words, he describes the two dimensions of time. The first one being sasa, the now, the recent past, and the immediate future which can be experienced. The second dimension is zamani. Zamani is the vast, endless past where all events eventually go on to live forever. But the future in African thought, it barely exists because time is made up of events. Time has to be experienced in order to be real. So because we can't conceptualize events tied to the distant future because they haven't been experienced yet, then therefore the future cannot constitute part of time. And this is why, according to Mbiti, African languages, at least the East African Bantu languages that he studied, don't have a word to describe the distant future. In African time, according to Mbiti, events create time. Seasons, ceremonies, a conversation, those moments produce time, and people produce as much time as they need. An example that Mbiti uses from the communities that he studied is that a year is measured based on 4 seasons, 2 dry seasons, 2 wet seasons. So a year is only over when those 4 seasons have taken place. So a year could take 365 days, 390 days. It doesn't matter the number of days in a year. What matters is that the 4 seasons have taken place. And this is in contrast to the Western view towards time, where time is a commodity, something that can be spent, saved, wasted, or lost. And according to Mbiti, this is why if foreigners come to Africa and they see people sitting under a tree, they would remark that, okay, why are these people wasting so much time? But in African thought, that sitting under a tree is not wasting time. It's either waiting for time or producing time. For me, I think this Western idea of time as a commodity is what drives this Western obsession of progress, development, and some promised future. And this difference shapes everything from politics, economics, to how we live our daily lives. Because in African thought, the golden age isn't in the future, it's actually in the zaman. According to Mbiti, the future is only a shadow until it comes to the present, and then it flows into the zamani. So in that way, time moves backwards. We are not the ones who move forward into time. So, of course, Mbiti wrote this from a theological point of view because he was trying to explain the nature of African religion. But my main takeaway from the parts of the book that I've read is that unlike Western cultures and religions with end-of-the-world myths, African time has no end. Seasons, years, birth, marriage, death, it's all a cycle. Asante kwa kutazama, tafakari hayo, and I'll see you in the next video.
I mean, maybe, right, like, you know, that's sort of like a defense against like the whole like progressive thing. I don't know. Cyberchat Internal Affairs made a great comment. Narrator, unfortunately, the smoke detector did not know of African time. Oh dear, they need to make batteries that run on African time, bro. Right, like that's clearly the way to do it. Oh, what the fuck is this? This is some retard from the protests.
Actually, interestingly, I'm here to just interview demonstrator and counter demonstrators. So do you want to be interviewed?
Possibly not, if that's okay.
Well, do you agree with stand up to racism?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So a quick inquiry. So of course we've seen a lot of the times in media, just with the release of Lucy Connolly, this understanding of whether hate speech should be an arrestable offence. So the threshold of hate speech is whether the person finds it offensive. Now, very commonly in stand up to racism,
Jesus fucking, look at that face, man. Right, like you just can't go around like sucking half a lemon, just oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. Oh.
demonstrations, they accuse people who call for strong borders fascists, and like Adolf Hitler, you should shoot yourself. So do you agree with those chants? And I believe that kind of reaches the threshold of firstly being threatening, saying that people should go kill themselves, and secondly it reaches the threshold of hate speech.
I believe there should be a race register, like there's a sexual register.
What do you mean by a racial register?
If people say racist words, they should go on a register.
Okay, so for someone's words, they should be potentially ruined their career for what they say?
Yeah, they're ruining people's lives. So. But yeah, look, I'm good.
So you didn't answer my question, right? I said that If people call people fascists and say they should shoot themselves, do you believe that that's an arrestable offence?
I don't want to be interviewed if that's okay.
Okay, but you originally tried to answer.
Thank you.
You originally.
I've said what I've said. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
So you didn't answer the question, though.
I don't want to be interviewed. Thank you.
Okay, but this is a public area. I can film.
Okay, that's fine.
So you believe that people should be able to advocate for the suicide of people that they disagree with?
Listen, ask someone else. Thank you.
Who should I ask?
I don't know. You're the one interviewing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have nothing to say.
Do you agree with the chant? So you do agree with the chant?
I have nothing to say. Thank you.
Well, you just nodded your head.
I have nothing to say.
So you agree that fascists
Okay.
should kill themselves and that people over there are fascists?
Ask them.
Ask who?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, so a racism register, right? Like the sex offenders register. This is doing the rounds today. This is fucking amazing. I believe this is current. I'm not sure. Chat, can anyone find out whether Mike Huckabee is the current US ambassador to Israel? Mate, bruh.
The ambassador has a very interesting view of anti-Semitism. Yeah. Rosh Yeshiva grew up in America. There was anti-Semitism, of course. And I've experienced, we've all experienced it. The ambassador has a very interesting view of that. He says you can't understand anti-Semitism. He says people who are anti-Semitic, it's because they're against God, they're against the Rabbi Shalom. And we are represented as his people, and that's why they're anti-Semitic. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Interesting view.
It's an interesting view. There's another view that since we consider the chosen people, so people are very. Who are you? What are you? Where are you taking big shots? Yeah, chosen people.
And that's part of it. Is that because you are the chosen people, given a chosen place, for a chosen purpose. And if someone is angry at God, he'll be angry at the people who represent him.
That's right.
So I tell people anti-Semitism is irrational. There's no reason for it unless you understand the spiritual reason, which is what I believe is at the heart of it. It is not the left versus the right. It is good versus evil. It is the Creator versus those who rebel against the Creator.
Well, he'll make a fine ambassador to Israel then, for sure. Right. Okay. On to funny videos now. I just don't know whether that's really the sort of appropriate person to represent the United States. But, I don't know, right? Yeah, maybe they should, shouldn't they get him like one of those cool hats, or does he have to convert in order to like wear the cool hat? So many questions.
There's nobody who likes knowing about Jews and things more than Jews. Jews, like my dad literally sent me this just random YouTube video the other day, and it was straight up like, here are all the richest Jews in the world, and it's not who you think. And like Jews do the exact same thing that like Leather Apron Club does, where it's literally like, if a guy's half Jewish, they put him on the list. And my dad sent me this, and the first thing I did was go to the comments section, because I was like, is this like pro or against? Like, I didn't even know. I was like, I don't know if, my dad's 77 years old. I was like, is this like, did he find a video on the internet? And he goes, oh, great, a list of rich Jews. And then I was like, I don't know if this is a positive or a negative thing, but it's like the old school where it's like the positive one. But then it's just, I mean, I was laughing my ass off. I was literally like, yo, this is like my guy.
Horseshoe theory vindicated again, I guess, bros. Oh yeah, this is, I think this is like a Russian grandma destroying in Call of Duty. Amazing.
Пачка здесь. Ждем.
You just got rocked by Clan Babushka. Bro. Right, I just got some like silly shit that I found. Enjoy.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
Ooh, listen, baby, ain't no mountain, ain't no valley low.
Alright, we can do it, okay? No matter what I do, all I think of. Oh, baby, baby, ooh. Did it again. I play with.
Alright, whenever you're ready, take your time, okay? Me and you, don't be nervous.
Should have bought your flower. All the time I turn around, brothers gather round, always looking at me up and down, looking at my. I just want to say now, I ain't trying to run.
Yes, I know it's retarded. This is pretty funny.
And my man says that he wants to see other people. What do you want, baby? Huh? You want an Asian woman? Because whatever you like, I do for you. If you want your nail done, I do for you too. Huh? What you want? You want to go to Africa? You want to get your African woman, huh? Because I know you are not going to leave me. Eh? All of this, you are going to go overseas and get something that's not good like this, eh? I don't think you can find anything better than what you have here, eh? Huh? What you want, baby, huh? And my man says that he wants to see.
Oh, this is really, really good. Check this out.
Is that a grand? New car. What do you think? Oh, very nice.
Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday. Good color. That's bone. And lettering is something they call Cillian rail. It's very cool, Bateman. But that's nothing. Look at this.
Really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice. That is really super. How did Nitwood like you get so tasteful?
I can't believe that Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine.
But wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. Raised lettering, pale nimbus, white.
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's card. Look at that subtle off-white coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god. It even has a watermark.
Something wrong?
Just love how they're just like tossing like water over them. It's not retarded CDs. Oh, come on. Right. We got another thing from Ryan Long.
Hey, welcome everyone back to Whites Against Whites, a group where white people can hold other white people accountable.
Can I just say, I'm not a big fan of whites.
Yeah, me neither.
We're not great. No, I mean, obviously we're better than
we're doing the work.
We're doing the work.
Hey, this I hate white people group.
Oh! Hey!
Are you okay?
You want me to call someone, bud?
I saw it was a group that hate white people, so I popped in.
Do we have a policy on
Yeah, so is that gonna be a problem?
No.
Of
course not. Happy to have you.
Okay, so the thing is, this is actually a group for white people to hold other white people accountable.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here. Let's hold some white people accountable. I've been doing some weird shit lately, man.
We have been doing weird shit. The thing is that as whites, we're doing the work so that you don't have to.
What he is saying, if I may, is that you as a black man shouldn't have to be subjected to us.
Bingo. I get it. This is whites only.
No!
Crazy. Opposite.
We
of that.
hate racism here.
I think I'm good here. White people have been pissing me off lately. Okay, hey! White people have also been pissing all of us off, actually.
I just want to apologize to you. Can I get you a couple bucks?
Yeah.
Something to walk around with?
Just continue like I'm not here.
Look, I'm very sorry.
Why do you keep reaching for your wallet?
What? Cash App.
He wasn't reaching for his wallet,
Cash App.
Danny. I've got this. What are we looking for?
We don't want any violence. Hey, man, y'all been on some real weird shit. Okay, look at the time. I guess that is a wrap on our session for today. That's it.
Let's see what else we got. Differences in schooling.
Who sneezed? Johnny, turn around. All right, class, today you're going to be working with some high-powered saws. Now, I'll be in my office. Don't bother me. Guys, you got to learn this stuff. What do you think? You're just going to have a device in your pocket that has the answers to everything? Guys, put the phones away, all right? Those have the answers to everything. Okay, class, today we're going to learn why gravity is oppressive to plus-size bodies. Hey, guys, cut it with the skibbity. Today we're going to learn about... Hey, ChatGPT, give me a lesson plan for today.
Hello, class. I am your AI teacher. Ow, stop. Please love me.
Hey kids, today we're gonna learn how to mine lithium to help advance the will of the overseers. Grab your shovels, hurry!
Butlerian jihad, when? Honestly. Right, cute animal videos time. Enjoy, bros.
Dobby.
Aw. It's like, why did you drop me? Oh, this is pretty good. Look at that face. I am victorious. Okay. Dogs in places they don't belong.
Bro.
How the hell did you get way up there?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Get in.
Cody.
Oh, this is cute though. What else we got? Random eagle wants fish.
What's he want? Your fish, man? That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. What's going on with this guy?
Hey! Alright. Hey. This doesn't have to do a lot to wear a male to actually pet one.
I mean, I just give him the fish. I mean, look at the size of those claws, man. What else we got? More random doggos. Cat is unusually attached to rope. Why does he love that rope so much? Nobody knows. I think Victorian Time Traveler sent me this. Oh, you're in the chat, mate. Thank you for sending me these. I really appreciate it. Random coyote.
What the hell is that? Oh, hey, little coyote. Ow. Come here. Can we be friends? Can we? Ouch. Come here. Let me pet you. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Come here. Let me be friends. Come here, little coyote. Let me pet you. Let me pet you. Ouch. Let me pet you, little coyote. Let me pet you, coyote. Hey. Let me pet you. Ouch. Whoa. What was? Look out.
Let me pet you. Ouch. It's like say days with the cats. Semi-swimming dog.
Renee, I feel like this is technically swimming.
What else we got? Oh, this is really cute. It's just random deer shows up somewhere in Germany.
Прийшов. Дивіться, як Борис любить картоплю. Я б ніколи не повірила, що йому так може смакувати. Ох. На. То мені здається. Розумієте, все з рук падає. От на вечір просинається в нього нічний жор. І облизується. На, мій хороший. Слухайте, це реально для нього як чіпси. О! Ну, хто ще так любить картоплю? О, Мурка, їж картоплю, як Борис. А ні, вона хитра, перебирає продуктами. Ну, Борис теж любить різноманіття. Ой, не одна картопля в нього є, тут ще є огірки. Да, Борис? На. Не хоче. Ні, це вже з'їв.
Man, that's a big elk or moose or whatever. You know, damn. Random kitties. And we've just got like a few cute ones to finish off. Baby seal. Yes, the reason I thought it was German and not Russian is that she says Kartoffeln, which is also German for potato, so I got confused. Oh, this is just adorable. Check this out.
Ready? Wait. Oh. That was close.
Oh. And our final cute animal video of the night. Some red pandas for you. Enjoy. Aww. And that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Let's say goodbye to the chat. On Rumble, Seti Sapiente, Ardent Party, White's Torch, Total Blackout Painting, Livia Drusilla, Mikey Bikey. Is that everybody? I feel like there was some like other people on Rumble. Teabagging Therapist, Flying Axe Blade. Who else we got? Anybody else? Proper Pictures, good to see you, geez. Harry Hurst, thanks for coming, mate. Janice, good to see you. Who else we got? Years, but she's gone. Captain Crisps, of course. I think that's everybody on YouTube. Dawn Browning, Otto Sturmhart, The Shade Master, Streaky Bacon, Robert Verlinden, Hasdak, I think you're new, thanks for coming. Cyberchud Internal Affairs, Evil Author 1776, Victorian Time Traveler, Mr. Reborn, I think you're new as well. We're getting new people. Oh, that's nice. Stumbling, is that everybody? Janice as well. I think that's everybody. Apologies if I missed anyone. And on Odyssey, we had Evola 19, Highland Fool, happy birthday, mate. Smack Your Apocalypse, and MK. Thanks for the super chat, MK. I will be on Discord and Dragons in about an hour and a half with Aiden Paladin and I forget who else. Should be a good time. Come along. Otherwise, I will see you all on Thursday night. Have a great week, everyone. Good night.